All right, YouTubers, welcome back. Carrying on here, I'm gonna get going making a custom tungsten ice fishing jig. And if I am good with my camera, I can show you here. These are some of the jigs I bought. Bought them actually plain. I like to add my own color and goodies. Little known secret. For painting my jigs, I actually like to use nail polish. So I first started swiping them out of my wife's collection that she had, and then I started branching out and getting some. Here's a collection of some of those. So, anyways, we'll get into this and see how this goes. All right, so I've got my plain unpainted jig here. I've got that on my fly tie-in vise. This is a Renzetti Traveler. I've had this for well over 20 years. I love this vise. I've tried others, but this is my go-to. So let me get a paint color picked, and then we'll go from there. All right, I've chosen a silver glitter. We're gonna add that and keep this going. The great thing about using nail polish is it comes with its own little brush. You don't need to keep buying brushes for doing your different paints there. And the beauty of this, as you can see, this fly tie-in vise is that I can rotate it 360 degrees to make sure, oops, good grief, watch out if you have big fingers especially, but I can get that coated really well. Make sure you don't goober up your eye of your hook, but if you do, you can clear that out easily. Alright, so now I'm going to let that dry a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit of red glitter to the sides. If I can get the stinking thing open. Alright, I just add a little splash on the side. Give it a little added attractant. Cool. Allow that to dry. Alright, so now while those are still drying, the red on the side there, that red glitter, I'm going to add a few just added dots. These are tools that you can get at beauty supply places. These are actually, I think, for doing nail art for people's fingernails, but it fits the purpose for me really well for just using these to add eyes to the jig or just different little blotches of color. So there we go, little blotch there, little blotch there, and oops, little blotch right here for added measure. So and I always keep my towel around here so I can wipe that off, keep that clean on the tool there. Okay, so when this gets all dried up, I can then do one of my final steps and I add some UV seal coat. This just makes it more attractive to the fish with a UV, the natural UV flash or illumination, whatever you want to call it there. So every little bit helps to try to get those fish through the ice. So, alright folks, so there you have it. Got some red glitter on the sides. Let me flip that over. And then on the back of it, I've got those dots I put on there. So hopefully that will catch me some fish. Hopefully they find that tasty looking and want to eat that. When this is all finally dried, I'm going to add some hackle. I've got a few hackle feathers here right now. I'll add that, it makes it look like the jig's got legs or whatever you call it there. So I'll wait for this to dry and we'll finish this up. All right, so we're gonna just finish this up. I'm gonna use some fly tying thread and some hackle feather to add some added dimension and attraction for those fish to want to swallow this jig. I'm going to do later on, I'm going to do a more of a tutorial whatnot on fly tying, so that if you don't have any experience with that, that you can possibly learn from here how to do that, and you can then make your own custom jigs or whatever, how you would like it. So I'm just adding a couple of half hitches here to lock the thread in. The bobbin, I tend to like the smaller bobbins. This kind of feels like you have more control to move the thread where you need it to. This is a smaller gauge hackle here. Another half hitch back here to lock that in. I'm going to take that thread forward to the base of the jig so that it's in place there, so I can lock in that hackle. Then the beauty of having that vise that you can rotate 360 like that allows me to walk that hackle right up there. And I'm just going to use some thread reps there to lock that in. Cut that feather and then break out my whip finisher. To finish that up. And then you can use either fly head cement. I use this nail polish stuff, heart strengthener or hardener or whatever for your nails, but it also works as a fly head cement to lock in that knot. And I try not to goober it up on my hackle, but just have to clean it up a little bit there. All right. Well, that is pretty much that. Like I said, I'm going to do a video down the road on more of the fly tying aspect, but that is the custom ice fishing jig with the hackle on there. So stay tuned. Hopefully this was interesting, and I'll have some more videos. Have a great day. God bless. Bye bye.